Hello, good morning. This is Ananda from anandastarangel.com. Thank you very much for joining me today for this morning's meditation. So, as I said in the little write-up and the title, we're going to do some sounding for each of our chakras, and the vowel sounds come from Stuart Pearce from his CD and his album Initiation. So if you'd like to do a little bit more work, then you can check his work out. It's Stuart Pearce, and I'll put it down on the comments so that you can find him easily. Okay, so how is everyone today? I'm feeling particularly tired. And I'm not quite sure why, but anyway, I'm just really grateful, really appreciative that we've got another really brilliant sunny day, and hopefully today I will actually do a little bit more work in the garden. So the card for today, for anything which needs to come into our awareness, are the Archangel Oracle cards. Here we are. And this deck is by Doreen Virtue. So let's see what the message is for us and which angel or which angels would like to come through. What is the message for us all today? And I hope you've been enjoying yourselves so far. Oops, here we are. I think it's 3. Okay. And the first one is hello. The first card is called Counselor, and it's Archangel Azrael, and it says you're a natural counselor. Many people benefit from your guidance and reassurance, and perhaps this also applies to a lot of people who are opening their hearts and supporting others through not just the ability to listen, but perhaps other acts of generosity and kindness, sharing, and yeah, just simple acts of generosity are just brilliant in any way that we can help. But the first card is counseling. Hello to everyone who's joined. Morning. And the next card, just in case for the people who've just joined a couple of seconds before, we're using the Archangel Oracle cards today, and we're going to do some sounding as well for the chakras, which will be quite an interesting thing to do, which is brilliant because you're at home on your own, and if you don't like doing this as a group, which is actually quite amazing, because the sound that everyone makes, and it doesn't matter if you can't hit the key or can't hit the note or you think you're tone deaf, it doesn't really matter. It's just the intention which charges the whole atmosphere, charges the whole space. And we're sitting, I've done this as a group with about 15 people, and that's how I started doing a lot of sounding work, and it was with Stuart Pearce when he was still doing a lot of stuff in London. And there were about 12 to 13 or 15 of us all together, and just doing the sounding for the chakras. It really, you could really feel that energy, you could feel it coursing through the body, and everything started vibrating at a much higher rate, and it was amazing. So it's one way to raise your consciousness as well. It's getting all your cells and everything within you to vibrate slightly faster. It's not quite so sluggish, but and like I said, the intention is important. So you're doing it out of love and respect for yourself and for everyone else around. Then it's just great. So if you can do that, or you can join a group which does that, and get over your shyness about sounding in public, or just a group of people, then I would highly recommend it. So the next card is claircognizance, and I think this is the ability to intuitively receive messages. It's not clairaudience, which is hearing, clairvoyance, which is visual, but it's like a knowing. And it's Archangel Uriel. Pay attention to thoughts and ideas that come to you as they are answered prayers. So that's our second card. And we're going to put along quite quickly because I really like to spend a few minutes with each chakra sounding. And yeah, so you can sit in the energy, okay? So the first one was Azrael, counselor. So anyone who feels that this applies to them, or is encouraging them to just be open and using their ability to just listen to people, holding space for them. That would be wonderful. But with any sort of therapy, if you're a therapist or you're helping people, it's really important to take time out to take care of yourself, because it can be quite tiring and quite draining. Right, and this is really apt for this time. Take back your power. Archangel Raziel, use your God-given power and intention to manifest blessings in your life. So, hello everyone. So, thank you very much for joining in. So, yeah, so if you'd like to think about what you want to create for today and over the next few days and perhaps weeks, it would be a good idea to bring that to mind, and you can use the sound to charge each one. And as we go up the chakras, if you can use your awareness to see whether there are any thoughts and feelings which come up which aren't kind of quite in alignment with your intention, and you can quickly jot it down, or you can jot it down afterwards, because that's your inner voice saying, hey, look here, you need to be aware that this is what's limiting you and stopping you from getting there or getting what you want. And the awareness is really important, because if you know that there's something there which is in your subconscious going, no, you're not good enough, blah blah blah, then you can then use this awareness to just either do some work with it or just focus even more. So the awareness is really key. So you use it as a map. Okay, this is a stumbling block, so you're gonna have to skirt around it or you jump over it. Yeah, so if you'd like to get yourselves, hello, new people coming in. Wow, I think it's to do with sounding. Everyone needs to do a bit of sounding. Because this virus is supposed to be attacking this part. Yeah, heart, higher heart, throat. So let's bring in love for ourselves at this time, okay? When there's love, there is no fear. Oh, it's very difficult for fear to creep in and waggle its naughty head. So if you like to just close your eyes for a moment, take a few deep breaths, slow everything down for the moment, and let your consciousness sink into your heart. If you think it's around here, around your head, imagine plucking it and then putting it into your heart. And take a few deep breaths there. So on the in-breath, imagine you're bringing whatever color light which comes to mind, or gold, or combination of lights. Breathe in, imagine it's going into your heart. It's going into your heart, and you might see it as a big ball of light. And as you keep breathing in, it's charging that ball of light. So do this for a few moments. And then I will explain, or I'll just go through the vowel sounds. Like I said, Stuart Pearce has got a lovely CD. I hope it's still for sale. And it's one of the tracks. It goes through all the vowel sounds, and you do it with him. And there's also part of it involves visualizing your chakras and the colors of the chakras and the spins that you choose. So keep breathing in, breathe into your heart. And start to feel all your angels, all your spirit guides their presence. They're always there. Yeah, sometimes we don't feel them. So as you breathe in and you're bringing this beautiful light, you can imagine it's liquid light coming in through your crown. It's leaking in, it's merging with your brain, all parts of the brain, the glands, the eyes, the back of the head, the skull, all the facial muscles, the skin, your eyelashes, your ears, and it's coming down and it's going through your throat and the thyroids, yeah, pineal in your brain, pituitary in your brain, and it's flooding the throat, and it's going down into the thymus gland, into your high heart, and into all the organs up here. So we're not going to do a full visualization because we only have about 15 minutes left, and I like to get on with the sounding, but this is just to help people if they're feeling a little bit frazzled from having to run around or all the upheaval. Okay, so just keep breathing. And what helps when you sound is if you pull your pelvic floor muscles in and you try to sound, if you can, from your belly or even below, deeper than your belly. And don't worry if you don't think you're doing it, it doesn't matter. No one's going to be there to tell you whether you're doing it or not, which is brilliant, isn't it? You can do this in your own time. And anyway, if you do this in a group, no one's going to go, hey, you haven't done it properly, because it really doesn't matter. You do it as much as you can, and the more you do it, and it's not that I'm perfect at it at all. Sometimes my voice squawks and breaks, and because I haven't done enough prep. Okay, so if you need to keep visualizing, then visualize, okay? But what we need to do is you need to make sure that your spine is straight. So make sure you've got all your supports, your pillows if you need to. If you can get your feet on the ground. So this is not a lying down thingy. You've got to sit up to do this. And the first chakra would be, starting off with, will of course be the root, which is at the bottom of your spine. It's actually your perineum, I suppose. And the sound is ho. So try to start as low as you can, because what we do is there's 7 of the chakras in the physical body that we're working with, and we will go up in tone, okay? So when we get to the crown, we don't want it to be so high that you can't reach your note. So you don't have to follow my tone, okay? Because if it's not low enough for you, then it might not work, because when we get to my tone for the crown, it might be too high. So find your own tone, and the sound is ho, okay? So take a few deep breaths. If you'd like to visualize, you can visualize or see or know that your chakra in the root part of your body, which is at the base of your spine, is usually red. Now, I know for some people that for a lot of their chakras, they've gone perhaps all white or all gold. So if when we start working with your chakras, if you see it in a slightly different color, just go with it. It's possible that that part of your body needs that color. So you don't have to go with the traditional colors. Follow your intuition. Generally, root is red. Sacral, which is above that, the sexual organs, the womb, is orange. Solar plexus, which is above the belly button but below the diaphragm, is yellow. The heart is green. Some people like to work with a heart, but we're not sounding that. It's pink. Throat is blue, like a wonderful sky blue. Third eye is indigo, and crown is violet or purple. Okay, so the sounds are ho, then hu, then ho. Heart is ha. Throat is hi. So we drag on the e. Third eye is hey. Crown is I. Sorry, I didn't go up the tones very much, but you get my drift. Okay, so let's start with the root. Make sure your back is straight. And before we start, I'm just going to bring in a bit of light language just to help prepare us, especially if people haven't done this before, okay? And this is just messages from your guides, messages from the angel collective who are working with the planet at the moment. We are with you all the time, and we've always been with you, but we are bringing in more energy. It's not so much we're bringing in more energy, but we're helping you to perceive us more so that you know that you're really not alone at this time, and to help you to really embody love, joy, peace, calm at this time, especially the ones who do work with angels and work with spirit and source and come from a place of unconditional love. There is so much asked of you at this time as you embody all these energies, as all your poor fellow humans are so frightened and so worried. So we want you to know that we're always with you. Just call upon us. If you need support, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual support, call upon us and we will respond. Okay? So imagine a ball of light or a sphere of light. Some people like to work with their chakras as discs. I tend to see them as spheres. Go with whatever feels right for you. You don't have to believe what I'm saying. So for me, it's a ball of light, and it could be 3 to 4 or 5 inches in diameter. It's whatever feels right for you. You can visualize that it spins in the clockwise direction, which is a masculine spin, or the counterclockwise, which is a feminine spin. Now, if you like to visualize for each one as we sound, that's fine. But I'm just going to explain this once because I like to focus on the sound. Okay? So as you sound, if you want to imagine the ball of light spinning clockwise or counterclockwise according to your own orientation, then please go ahead. Okay, so the sound is ho, so it's quite low, and you can feel it vibrating down your body. So take a deep breath. If you want to visualize. Take a deep breath, and we sound 3 times. And if you sound longer, go ahead and sound longer. Okay? If you have the breath, then good. So the sound is ho. Breath in. Good. So you can try each time clenching your perineum muscles, pelvic floor muscles as you sound. Okay, just let that sit for a while. If you're visualizing, visualize. Spinning clockwise or counterclockwise. But really feel this area of your body, the base of your spine. Okay, so now we move to your sacral, which are sexual organs. Very easy for girls. It's the womb just above. And the sound is hoo. So if you like to visualize your ball of orange light and decide whether you want to spin it clockwise or counterclockwise, masculine or feminine, then get ready. Okay? So take a deep breath. And let it sit for a while. Well done. And the next one is the solar plexus. And it's above your belly button, below the diaphragm, and the color is yellow. Ho! Ah, it's too high. Ho! Ho! Okay, just checking if it sounds all right. All right, take a deep breath. I forgot to say, check your posture. I was slouched a little bit with one of the first ones. So let your shoulders sit lightly, let your head sit slightly on the shoulders, and let the shoulders relax. And we now move on to the heart in the middle of the chest, and it's ha. So you can imagine a beautiful green, emerald green, jade green, or even a dark green if you like serpentine or nephrite or malachite. If it's that sort of deep green, then go ahead and choose your color. Remember to pull in your pelvic floor muscles. Ha! Okay, I think that's about right for me. Breath. Let it sit. And really, the more relaxed the body is, the easier it is to sound. And the throat, blue, high. It's getting a bit high for me. If you need to adjust your tone, please go ahead. Breath. it for a little while. Okay, we're sounding the chakras. If you just come in on this part way. So the third eye is indigo. You can imagine the ball of light here, 3 to 4 inches or more or smaller. And it's indigo. Masculine spin, you can spin it clockwise. Feminine spin, you spin it counterclockwise. And this will download again on that page. So if you want to do this from scratch, then please go ahead. Hey! Too much throat action, that's me. So I need to sink in more into my belly. And also, if you want to sink in more into your sacral, which is your creative center as well, that coupled with voice is really powerful. So singing and dancing your intention and your dreams is a wonderful way. And I'm kind of just rocking my hips at the moment because it's helping my lower back. Okay, so if you need to do a little bit of movement before you sound, please go ahead. It's really good to get my muscles and the joints a little bit more in alignment so that it can sound a little bit better and reach for that core and the root and the perineum to get the sound nice and strong. Okay, hey, that's the third eye. Okay, breath in and we sound 3 times. Hey. Take a few deep breaths. Let that settle. And how is your body feeling at this time? Just keep taking a few deep breaths. And for you who have visualized, you may see all your chakras like jewels on your spine, with the red of the root, the orange of the sacral, the yellow of the solar plexus, the green of the heart, the light, the sky blue of the throat, and the indigo of the third eye. And now we go to the crown. Yes, it's squawky for me as well, because I have not been doing enough sounding this week. Make sure you drink enough water, because sound really has the ability to go very deep. And it can support you with clearing, transmuting, transformation. But you need to support the water in your body, which holds a lot of emotion and the memory as well. It holds memory. So drink enough water so that you support yourself in this. And nap if you need to. Go and sit in the sun and absorb all that gold light. Yeah, good idea, reading in the sun. So once again, our crown is violet, and some of you may feel it's huge, and go ahead, visualize it being huge, absolutely huge. Whatever you feel you need, go with your intuition, okay? So it's I with a drag on the E, okay? So you can imagine masculine spin or feminine spin, clockwise for masculine, counterclockwise for feminine. Relax shoulders and back straight. Imagine it's like a thread pulling your head, so you're not, I have a tendency to do this, so imagine there's a thread pulling up, so everything is sitting nicely, no impingement of nerves, nothing. So take a breath, clench pelvic floor muscles. This is the energy of your own sound, and feel how amazing it is. How does your body feel? You can describe it in your own words. Lighter, brighter, vibrating faster. So by describing it, you ground the experience more. So remember to drink enough water. Have some protein, it will help to ground you. Or chocolate, that's my favorite. So these vowel sounds have come from Stuart Pearce, and you can find them on his CD called Initiation. It's one of the tracks, and there are also meditations on it. And I'll put his name down so that you can find him. So let's just sit in this energy for a while. And if you need to write down any insights you've received, or you want to write down how you feel at this moment, then you can go ahead. If you want to just sit for a few more minutes. My mind is just so much clearer. I don't feel so heavy. I feel more energized. I don't feel so lethargic. If you can use your one exercise jaunt today to go and get into the park and to go and sit next to some trees or against some trees, that would be wonderful. I posted a picture of the trees in the woods close by yesterday because I was just so struck by how constant they are, just constant. No matter what the weather, no matter what's happening with the human world, they're just there, especially the oaks. A lot of oak trees in the woods, and then some of my favorite trees, plus cedars. And of course the silver birches and the beeches and the walnut tree. There's one in my neighbor's garden. And yeah, the chestnut trees are amazing. And there's one with 4 trunks from the base, and it's like a sentinel before you go further into the woods. Amazing, amazing beings. And if you have orchids at home, then you can always meditate with them, meditate next to them, or just look at them. I'm very lucky, we've got lots of flowers, live flowers. So just sit in this space a little bit more, appreciating everything that we have. All the love energy which is around us in abundance. And if this encourages you to sort of speak in light language or in tongues, or something feels like it needs to come out of your throat, just let it. No one's there, no one knows, it's fine. Very safe to suddenly start expressing yourself in a spontaneous and easy way. Or you could write, or you could record what you say if you suddenly have poems coming out. So thank you very much for joining me, and I hope that this helped you in energizing your chakras and ultimately your body as well. There will be another meditation at 10 tomorrow. I'm not sure what we will do. Maybe I will drum. I do have a handheld gong, so perhaps we can do a little shamanic journey. Yeah, I'll post on my personal and this page, so you can decide whether you want to partake or not. Okay. But if we do a journey, it's best, no, you don't have to lie down. You can do it standing, you can do it dancing, okay? You can dance to the drum, or you can dance or sway to the chimes. And then if you want to set your intention as to what you want to be aware of or what you want to heal, then even better. And it really helps to direct where you go and what you do and what you gain. So I hope this helps people who are really, really sensitive as well and can pick up all the fear and all the chaos that's going around. I hope that this gives you a little bit of time out from all that stuff. So I'm still offering one-on-one sessions. If you need any help coaching or healing, you just do it over Skype. Most of the sound comes through. What I'm not so keen on doing is gong, but chimes and sound is fine. So drop me a line if you'd like to book a session. But thank you very much for joining me, and have an absolutely beautiful day. And I hope you'll be able to just keep watching this at any time. I hope that's what happens on Facebook. I'm not too sure, but I've recorded it, which is why I kind of keep looking up, because my phone is there, and it will be downloaded. Eventually, it takes ages to download the videos onto YouTube, on my YouTube channel of the same name, Ananda Star Angel. So please partake. They're free. So please, yeah, I hope it helps you. Anyway, thank you very much. Have a wonderful day. Enjoy the sunshine. Enjoy all your beautiful animal companions as well. Hi, Jackie. So, love you all and take care. See you tomorrow. Bye.